Are you feeling overwhelmed by your content creation? Like you're creating probably a ton of stuff, but you're not seeing the results you want. Or maybe you're just overwhelmed trying to keep up with the number of posts that you have to do. Your website, your SEO post, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, what have you. You're likely overworked, stressed out. You're probably not getting enough sleep, and yet you don't know the path forward. You are not alone, my friend. Most content creators go through this. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that way. In this video, I will share with you a few reasons why you could be overwhelmed, what is, creating that chaos, and how you can fix it. One of the reasons why content overwhelm happens is because you're trying to do too many things on too many platforms at the same time without a clear strategy, right? You're trying to be on Instagram, create reels, do YouTube videos, be on LinkedIn, be on X, and even keep up with TikTok, right? And it's not bad to be on all these platforms, but if you want to do that, you need to have a clear strategy and an action plan to get there. Otherwise, you're just going to lose it, right? So figure out what is most important to you first. The next is having creative block. Like you used to say writer's block, but it's not just writers anymore. It's just, what do I create? Where do I start? What kind of content will convert? What kind of content will get me more traffic? These are questions that you need to ask not at the creation stage, but at the early stage, right? So that when you sit down for creating content, you know exactly what you're going to do. You know step by step, this is what you're going to write, and this is how it's going to lead to conversion, sales, lead gen, etc. Right? And that is also happening because you're probably trying to do too many things at the same time. Like you're writing an Instagram and you're writing this and you're writing that. That is just juggling too many different things and too many kinds of content at the same time, which makes you go blank. The third one is not doing smart repurposing. You should always have to start from scratch, even when you're doing repurposing. You can start with having a ton of ideas and already having a strategy on how you're going to repurpose them down the line, schedule them on their calendar. The other one, and honestly I struggle with this too, is perfectionism. You spend hours tweaking a blog post and making changes to your reels and adding captions, and that just takes a ton of time. So you need to have a proper plan and a proper calendar on how and when this is going to go out. And sometimes there might be other people to help you on this as well. What happens when you have content craziness and chaos and overwhelm like this? Here are a few things. Firstly, you're probably missing opportunities. You're probably not getting the visibility and the conversions you need because it's all very opposite, very haywire. Right? And as an OCD person, that bothers me so much because even when I am doing it and trying to keep my content in control, it's just all over the place. And if I'm all over the place, then, my customers and my audience are also going to be all over the place. So the first thing that happens is that you show up not as good as optimally as you need to. Second thing is you're wasting your money, your time, and your energy, right? You're doing so much, but it's really not leading to anything, right? And then you get frustrated because you're like, I'm putting so much work into it, and what is that leading me to? The third one, and this is the biggest one, and this happens, is all of this causes burnout. Well, it makes it even harder to get back on track and keep doing it. However, the good news is there is a solution. There's a way to overcome all this content chaos and this overwhelm and have a plan that works for your business, works for your SEO, and gets you conversions. The first step is build topical authority, right? So first, identify the topic that you want to be an expert on and you want your audience to reach out to you for. And I know as a business it's difficult because you have so many different things, but just try to identify that one thing that will make you stand out, that you are going to focus on, that you're going to do better than anyone out there. And once you focus on that, what to create and how to build your content and how to create your content and what to say in the content becomes so much easier because you have your messaging nailed down, you have your content topic nailed down. So that is the first thing. Identify your topic and try to think how you can build authority on that. That is, I'm going to share with you in another video how you can use pillars and topic clusters and get ideas and build authority. But that's one of the first things. Second thing is use a content funnel. Don't just go from, okay, I'm going to do some posts and then magically someone is going to reach out to me. That doesn't happen, right? Have a clear structure, have a content funnel in what posts are you going to create for every stage of the customer journey, and what will be the call to action for every single piece of content. One call to action could be to, for a free lead magnet that you have, to download something for free. One piece of content could be one call to action could be to sign up for your newsletter. One call to action could be to buy your product. One call to action could be to sign up for a consultation. It depends. Identify your, CTAs in the beginning, and then see how you're going to integrate that into every step of your funnel. This is something that I also cover in my AI content system program, where I have a lot of, very structured workflow and a very detailed content funnel on how to go from step like point A to point B, where point A being the audience is suffering and point B is when the audience buys your stuff. So, but that is, I can cover that in a different video again, but that's just for you to know that funnel is one of the most important things of content creation, of making it more, manageable. The third one is use a clear workflow. So it's, okay, step one, I will do this. Step two, I will do this. Step three, I will do this. This is coming at this stage. This will come at this stage. So process, step by step by step. So when you wake up in the morning and you want to create your content and you know exactly what to do, right? Also, this is the place where you can delegate your tasks and manage your projects, because maybe not everything you have to do yourself. There are probably some things that you can outsource as well, some things which are repetitive and easy for someone else to take care of, and while you focus on the strategic stuff, right? But workflow is super important to keep your content creation in place. Then the next one is, of course, we are doing that a lot nowadays, but really try to use tools and automation. Right? So automate as much as you can, like your whole conversion process online can be automated. Then you can automate your reports. You can automate even keyword research. There are so many things that you can automate. So think more and more about how you're going to, use these workflows and these automations to make your work faster. This is something that I also cover in my AI content system program. But because this is one of the fastest and easiest ways for you to save time. And the last one, which is, I'm very big on this and I'm really trying to figure out so many ways of doing this, is using AI help at every stage. So automations are one thing, and automations can be powered by AI, but you can simply use like your regular tools like ChatGPT and Canva to do the heavy lifting. Right? Create your images, create your content, create your scripts, and then all you have to do is shoot it. Even if you have to create a video, you can still use Canva to do so many different kind of videos. You don't need a fancy, equipment and camera and stock footage. And Canva has a ton that you can already use if you want faceless videos, and if you want, personal, you talking videos or somebody talking videos, then you can also just shoot that with a simple hand phone, either a camera or a smartphone. I say hand phone because in Germany they say handy, which is a hand phone. And my husband is German, so it's like hand phone. Okay, smartphone. You can just shoot it with a smartphone. Honestly, I don't have a fancy getup, and I'm just doing YouTube videos from my living room, right? Because I want to share my, ideas, my expertise, and my stories with you. So keep it simple, but use AI to drive as much as possible of your work, especially ChatGPT and Canva. Gen, these are tools you probably already have in your portfolio. You don't have to go and buy fancy tools. Oh, the other video that I do use is CapCut, because I'm also getting used to video editing myself with CapCut. You can also outsource it, but it also, what I like about CapCut is that you can also squeeze your, content into like reels, your long form content into small, short form ones. So, use AI help. right? So these are the few things that you can do to keep your content creation in check, like and not be completely overwhelmed with the process. So you have, build content funnels, use workflows, have a clear goal, use AI help, and build topical authority. Hope you like this video. If you want to know how to create a workflow to publish one piece of content within 30 minutes, check out my next video on content creation workflows and how you can use AI to create a piece of content super fast.